And you don't have to wait for me to teach it to you. You can always just catch up on any reboot day. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's confirm that we have everything that we need on our tabletop. You need your packet. You need a split cake, a dual cake, or just any color. It does not matter. You for sure need black. You need a round sponge. The big round sponge. We're going to work on the back of our hand today. You need to make sure, I left a little bit so I can demonstrate. We're going to make a basketball, and then the net is going to be on the bottom. So we need to make sure that the size of the sponge is not too big or too small. So I picked the second to the biggest one, but you can pick whatever size you like. You do need your black liner brush for sure, or your liner brush for sure. On your tables, of course, your water and your purple cover. On your tables, you may or may not have these items. If you don't, your neighboring table does. We're going to share because I don't have enough for everybody. But you have one of these containers. It is the container that barbers use to, they put the powder in there, they squeeze it, careful because sometimes it comes out a lot, but they squeeze it and they put the powder on the neck to get rid of, to dry up any humidity or any wetness, if you will, and it helps the hair come off of their skin. But I like to use it for face painting. Okay, so you have that, or maybe somewhere. And then you have a fluffy brush, different colored. And I have the tube, you may or may not on your table, but somewhere around you, bless you. You may have the green and yellow container with a spatula, okay, of Vaseline. We are going to share those things. If you have glitter on your table, we didn't have time for glitter today, but that's tomorrow. And if you still have one of these little sticker tattoos, this is also, we didn't have time today, so that'll be for tomorrow. Alright, so we're going to start off by doing a little bit of review. So we've done our line work, our shading. You've been using your left hand to brush your teeth, so that way you can have that mobility and muscle movement with that hand. We did a little bit of speed work. Okay, in this class, did we do the artist signature? Yeah, we did, right? Okay, we're working on that. We talked about waste. Okay, how much color we waste when we really load. We talked about laying down our color. Be careful that it gets muddy. Keep the colors on the same side. We talked about our line work, getting those fussy kids in and out of your chair. We talked about using different sponges and using the edges of the sponge to create different techniques and designs. How to retrace the same things, the same shapes. Using specific size or shaped sponges to help you create shapes. And then we did our little sparkle and our paint sparkle or designs with our stars. So on your table somewhere, somebody, two people, has this somewhere. It's like a strip. Somebody, you guys have it? Somewhere, you guys have it? They'll take one diamond and pass down the strip. Does anyone else have a strip? You have it? Will you take what diamond and then pass the strip down? So everybody grab a little diamond. So let me talk to you about, we talked about this yesterday, we didn't have time to finish it, but, so this is done, the little confetti specks, you know, if you do gold, silver, white, it looks really cute, but sometimes you need to make up for your design not being so amazing. So when you throw glitter on it, or you throw sparkles on it, it looks really nice and it really enhances it. The other thing too is, sometimes you just want to jazz it up. So you go to the dollar store. So you know the dollar store on Center Street and Red Bluff, there's a Kroger, and there is a Pizza Hut, and there is a KFC, and on the other side, it's like a U-shaped shopping strip, and there's a Lucky Duck tattoo, something bin, Harbor Freight, Cato, Dollar Tree, and then there is a dollar store on the corner. Then on the side is a Washateria and Gina's something, antiques. Anyway, that dollar store on the corner sells these diamonds in big packs like this. You can go to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and all of them, but they're sometimes more expensive. These are $1.25. And they have different sizes, different shapes. They have seasonal ones. They're really cute and really inexpensive. So that's where I like to shop for these diamonds. I have a whole box bin full of them, and when I do face painting, I just bring it along and I just tack on. I really like these because on the back of them, they have the strip of glue. So if I wanted to, I can pull the whole, I've been cutting it so it was whiter, but I can pull the whole thing and have a whole strip of diamonds. But if I wanted just one, I can cut them down the middle this way, like the strip you just saw, and then I can just pick it off and it comes off. If not, I have to tear off the diamond. Okay, so everybody has a diamond? Can y'all pass? Do you guys have some more? Pass some diamonds to this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our diamond and add it to our little star, and look how different that looks, right? You have a design with, now you have that little diamond to add to your design. Now should you want to, if you have, now these are the little bit more bigger diamonds, these are actually really big, but they have some teeny tiny ones as well with the sticky on them already, so you don't need to use the lash glue, let it dry, and then put the diamond on. It has a sticky on already, and they're just going to wear it for a little bit, so it's not a big deal. Careful with allergies though, but you can put the little baby diamonds around them as well, so it just really accents and makes your design overall look good. You can charge more, like $1.50 more if you're adding diamonds, so just FYI. And then you can have this where you're gonna, when you start making your makeup kit, you want to make sure it gets heavy, so you want to make sure to have something with wheels, so that we can haul it around, and then all your things go in baggies or zip lock box bag containers, things of the sort, so that way you don't just dump everything in the bag and it gets messed up. You also want something for wet things and for dry things, as we've done the samples back there in the baskets, because you don't want your wet and dry to mix and mess up your stuff. Okay. Alright, so cool, diamonds were good. When we do festival face paint, we do the unicorn tonight and all of that next week, we're going to bring more diamonds out. And a student gave me an idea last class period, so we're going to do a photo shoot soon. So I'm excited for that. Alright, so more details later, but let's go to the next one. We are going to do a design, which is this little guy right here. The little child sits in your chair and says, I want this. Okay, I just want you to look at it. Just look at it. Okay, and I want you to, you're going to do it on your paper. I'm going to turn it around so I can get some white here. I want you to think about, how would I do this? What colors, first of all, what colors do I need? 3 colors. Why? Because I have the yellow, I have the pink or red, and then I have the black for the outline. So I need 3 colors. Okay, so pick colors. Or the little kid would be the one to pick the color, what color cat you want. Okay. Alright, second thing, what kind of brush or tool do I need to create this? Do I need a sponge? Do I need a brush? Do I need a square brush, a flat brush, a pointed brush? What do I need? Do I need both? How much time do I have? Do I need fast and I need to do a sponge? Maybe a triangular sponge, because stamp and done? Or do I have time and I can use a brush? Is it a younger kid? I need a sponge, hurry. Is it an older kid? I can take my time and use a brush. So those are some questions to ask yourself. Then, how do I even start? What do I do? So let's go here. I have my design here, okay? So this should remind you, or as you get going, it should remind you of, okay, the girl, she's turning 15, the quinceañera. I'm doing her hair. She brings me this picture, this Pinterest picture. It's a beautiful girl. It's a model. She's, you know, she's got the goods going on. She's got this long, beautiful hair because she's got extensions in. It's colored, so there's different blonde colors in there and dark colors, and then she's got beautiful makeup and all of this thing, and she's got the crown and the jewelry. So the picture, because it's bedazzled, it looks gorgeous already. Okay. But then the hairstyle is very elaborate, and she's got the poof and the swoop and the pin and the curls and all of the things. And you look at it, and besides all it has a filter. Then you look at it and you're like, oh my God, how do I even start this? I don't even know where to. And the girl that's given it, she has like, you know, curly hair, and the girl in the picture has straight hair or whatever. And, well, how do I even do that? You've got to teach yourself, when you look at something, how do I break it down? Where do I start, and what shapes do I see that I need to focus on? Okay, if I got the hairstyle, okay, well, it looks like it's a high ponytail, so the hair's going to go up. Okay, well, it looks like she's got a swoop, so I've got to leave some hair so I can swoop it. So it looks like these go to the back, so it's going to be in the... So you got to look at the picture to make yourself a map on how you're going to start and how you're going to finish. So, let's bring it back to foundation basics. This is where we start you. When you get over there, then they're going to teach you that. So, with it in relation to hair. So, let's take a look. Let's just look at my outline. So, here, let me think of shapes. Remember, if you can do every letter of the alphabet and every number and you can do drawing. So, here's a V. Here's a V. Here's another V. Here's another V. Here are little mountains. They're V's. Here's a little U. Here is a triangle, here's a smiley face or a C, and here's another smiley face. Here are 3 tick marks, 3 lines. Does that make sense? Pretty easy. You can do that, of course. Okay, got it. So let's take a look at my fundamental shapes. Okay, my yellow, here's my M, here's a rectangle, here's a triangle. Do you see that? And then my red is 2 triangles right here, a circle, and a half moon. Does that make sense? Questions to ask yourself now is, what do I do first? Do I do my lines in black first, or my shapes? Yeah, because if you do the lines first, you better be really good at coloring inside the lines, because if you do the lines first and then come back and do your shapes, if you touch the line, it's going to get muddy because it's going to bleed onto your shapes. So then you got to clean it, fix it, wash, do, fix, okay? So shapes first, and then come back with the lines. Now, I'm doing a full face, which means I'm going to charge you more because I have to spend more time, more product, more skill, because it's a full face. It's more money. I want to do full faces, okay? So I'm going to charge you more. So it's a full face, so my next question is, do I need a little brush or do I need a big brush? Which the answer would be? If I'm doing the whole face? It depends. Is it an adult with a big face or is it a little kid, right? So you have to that's per customer basis. So you have to look at your client. So yeah, maybe little, maybe big, okay? So put this to the side. I'm going to put this right here. You are going to turn your page to the next blank face sheet that you have on your table. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this little cube, and it has different minutes on here. I'm going to give you 3 minutes, and you're going to do speed work, okay? And you're going to do this on your face, on your sheet, okay? Are you ready? 3 minutes. The dad's in the car's on, he's honking, mom is like pacing, little kid's wiggling. You got 3 minutes. Ready, set, go. 3 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm gonna put some music on. Okay, I almost forgot to turn the camera back on, so very good, everybody. Thank you for sharing your image with your neighbor and seeing who is giggling at each other and at yourselves. And if you like to take a picture, please make sure to do so. All right, so we do have to move on, so we're going to push this off to the side. I know some of you guys may still want to hurry and finish up, so I'll leave it there. Okay, we are going to work on our hand. And the design we're going to do is, I'm going to give you a preview, is this basketball with the net. That's about what we're going to do, okay? But we're going to do it on our hand, so you don't need your paper because we're going to do this on our hand. So with our hand, not fisted, because when you fist your hand, sometimes the knuckles creates ridges, sometimes not always. So we're just going to relax our hand here on our table. We are going to take our sponge, the round one, gently dip it into the water, tap, 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 tap it on your napkin. Make sure you don't have your sponge too wet. I'm going to use a split cake, but you can use any color that you like. except black. If you, oop, uh-oh, whoa, my sponge was way wet. Pause, 1 second. I had too much water in my sponge. Okay, so we're gonna come in and we are going to gather some pigments on our sponge. And then we're going to try to stay up to the top so that you have space for the net at the bottom. We're gonna make a basketball, okay? So we're gonna take the round of your sponge and you're going to stamp it. Keep your hand flat. You're gonna stamp it. Because of the angle, I might have to move my hand a little bit, but just know, should be flat. When you have too much liquid, you can dry your sponge and then come back and pick up a little bit of that liquid with that same sponge, but it only works if your sponge is not soaking wet. Okay, so now we have a rainbow ball. We're going to take our black liner brush, or our liner brush that we're going to soak in our black. We're going to put a little bit of water. Now my brush is way too big for what I want to do, but it's okay. I'm just going to work with it. When you do liner work or line work, you want to make sure you have a thin brush, okay? Give everybody just a second to catch up. We are loading our brush. Okay, we're gonna make a basketball. All right, so with the basketball, we are gonna draw some lines. So we're going to take our brush and go a line down the middle. Line down the middle. We are going to draw a parentheses. A parentheses, or if you want the letter C, your choice. They do not touch though. So I'm going to draw parentheses or the letter C. They do not touch. Oh. And then I'm going to take and draw on the opposite side. Two parentheses. They do not touch in the middle. Line down the middle is straight. You have a parentheses on the right and the parentheses on the left. The parentheses are not facing each other. Their backs are to each other. Or the letter C's if you prefer. From here, you're going to do a smiley face and a frowny face. The lines do not touch. Okay? So let's do the frowny face first. So you're going to do a frowny face at the bottom. And then you're going to do a smiley face at the top. The lines do not touch, and you're going to end up with two squares in the middle. Okay. Two squares in the middle. There's your basketball. You can line it, but you need a super, super fine brush, because then if you line it, the circle, it just gets muddy and you lose your line. Just leave it, okay? So let's make the net. Underneath, you're going to make a very thin letter C, big enough to where the ball can fit through. It's the hoop. After you make your letter C, then you're going to make your little funnel, which is the net. And then you're going to make, just like we did the snow cone the other day, you're going to make your crisscrosses. So you're going to make a line. Don't make it perfect, guys. Don't make it perfect. And then your crisscrosses. The more you make it perfect, the least nice, the less nice it's going to look. Just go with it. Just let your hand flow. Now we threw the ball, so the ball has like motion, so you got to add your motion. So we're going to make 3 little whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. 3 little whoosh lines. Now if you want the ball to make it into the net, make sure your whoosh lines are like pointing in the right direction. If not, it's going to look like the ball is going to miss the hoop, okay? So something that also is amazing is to tell your clients is like, look, I'm going to do your face painting, you're going to hire me, but I guarantee you that the paint is not going to get smeared on your couch or on your wall or your floor or your bouncy house or whatever, because you are going to offer the service. So like I mentioned, this is for barbers when they put their powder. This has baby powder in it. So if you tap or shake it, some of you guys have this on your table, some of you don't. I only have 4, so please share. This is it closed, and this is it open. So be careful when you pour it, when you squeeze it out. But when you do, when you push it, the powder comes out. Mine's broken, so I got to pump. You just do it once, and I think it'll work fine. I got to do mine several times because mine's broken, but the powder's coming out. The makeup needs to be dry when you put the powder out. Then you're going to use this fluffy brush, and you're just going to gently tap to allow the powder to be absorbed by the makeup. But the makeup needs to be dry, okay? It's kind of like when you put your face makeup on and you put your translucent powder over to set your makeup. It's the same concept. So once you do that, you can tap, or you can fluff away the powder. Don't blow on it. Do not, nobody wants your tuna breath on their skin. And with COVID, we found out that that's not bad. That's a bad idea. And the other thing is too, it's just unsanitary. Okay, so get you one of them fans that open up, and you can just do this thing, right? Those are the best things to use. If not, a fluffy brush will be just fine. So then touch it. Wow, it's soft. It doesn't feel sticky. You can do this all day long, and look. Well, my hands are dirty. Look, see, right? So it doesn't come off. So you want to then take a picture. Okay, make sure to take a picture of your work. Then you want to tell your parents, hey guys, when you get home, don't add water to this. You need to remove break the barrier. So what you're going to do is you're going to take either Vaseline or cold cream like lotion, and you're going to emulsify it, wipe it, and then wash. I have the tube of Vaseline. You guys on some of your tables, so you'll have to share. You have the little green lid, yellow container with a little spatula. So get you some Vaseline. Do not put the spatula on the skin, okay? Grab it. And then what you're going to do, you can leave the ball. We're gonna erase the net, okay? So you're gonna take your Vaseline, place it on the nets, and then you're gonna do circular rotations to remove. If you want to reapply it in a minute, you can, okay? But so what you want to do is tell parents, use Vaseline to break the barrier, and you're just gonna rub, and let it soak up, let it break down the color and the pigment. The more you rub and do circular rotations, the more it's going to come off. This does not remove the product. So some of the product is still going to you're still going to see the shape, the color, the lines, but it's going to break the barrier, and it's going to remove 90% of the design and product off of the skin. So from here, you tell your parents, after you put either cold cream lotion on the design, especially if they have it on their face, or the Vaseline, and you've rubbed it in, take a napkin, and you're going to wipe, and 90% of the color and the design is going to be removed. Then you can wash with soap and water, and it's going to come off easier. Trust me, it comes off easier. If you directly put water on this, especially reds and blues, oh, they never. The next day the kid goes to school and they got a clown on their face because that's what they wanted, okay? Golden cream, lotion or cold lotion or Vaseline. Okay, and that's how you remove. Any questions? And then the skin is nice and hydrated. Okay, that is what I have for you for today. If you want, we have plenty of time. It's we got done really early. So if you want to redo the net so you can take it home, you can. If you want to remove all of it, you can remove it all. Let's go ahead and whenever you're ready, clear your tables. If you can put everything on in the purple baskets, that would be great. If you want to remove it all and do it again, you're more than welcome to. Okay? Thumbs up if you understood today. All right, sounds great. Okay, I'm going to put some music on and let you work with what you have to do what you